Well, as you can see with what I'm photographing, I am in an incredibly beautiful place of Alberta. I have an assignment. I'm doing a little travel piece on Highway 40. Highway 40 is the road that connects from the Trans-Canada Highway and goes south to Pincher Creek. It is one of the most beautiful drives in Alberta and all of Canada. And I've just started. I've been doing this for about an hour and a half, and I think I'm only 2 kilometers in because I've been stopping and photographing all these photographs. It is just absolutely beautiful today. The weather has moved in. It's stormy, it's cloudy, it's got a real ethereal feel. And the magazine that I'm doing this for has been really gracious, and they said, well, you can photograph it in any way you want. So I'm photographing it with the Hasselblad X1D II, but I'm also photographing it with my Hasselblad, and I am using black and white film too. So I'm gonna do a bit of a mix and match and do them both. But right now I am just traveling down the highway and gonna take you guys with me, and it is gorgeous. We've had a ton of rain. It's really green, and the weather, it's still cloudy and rainy here. But bad weather always makes for great photographs. A great photographer told me one time, and I've kept that to heart. So I think this is gonna be a great day to travel up and down this road. And I'm actually traveling to an elevation of 7,000 feet. So it should be interesting. Might even be some snow up there in July, who knows right now. But the scenery is absolutely stunning here. And I'm gonna take you on this little trip with me and show you my take after I'm all done and what I'm gonna submit to the magazine. All I have to do is, they just want one shot of the highway that snakes through, and the rest can be just scenic. So it's a perfect assignment for me, and I'm really glad that I'm gonna be doing this. I'm gonna do it once when it's kind of the weather is a little wild like this, and then I'm gonna wait for a sunny day and do it on a sunny day as well, and then I have a bit of a mixture of photographs. So I'm really looking forward to today. The best laid plans go out the window when it starts raining. You're trying not to get everything wet. Just too late now. Ah, dang. Of course, got a big raindrop right on my filter. Picture is going to be really cool of the flowing water on the Kananaskis River here. I'm using one of these new Freewell Magnetic filter systems that I just got. And the results are really nice. This is a really cool photo. Yeah, I'm gonna try my Hasselblad. I'm shooting Ilford FP4 Plus. I'm gonna shoot at f/22 and see how long of a shutter speed I can get out of this. This will be pretty easy to meter because there's just all these gray rocks. So I'm gonna meter just right on the gray rocks. Yeah, it'd be about 1 second at f/22. See how this looks. One 1,000. Well, things have gotten progressively worse. It's absolutely pouring outside, and even going outside now and trying to shoot any photos with the cameras is just, your cameras are going to get soaking wet. The film is going to get soaking wet. I think I am going to call it a day here because it's just actually moving in worse, and the cloud cover is really coming down right now. The rain is coming down and the cloud cover is getting lower and lower, and there's not much left to see in the mountains. So I think I'm gonna call it a day and go back and then come out another day. Well, I was going to talk to you about the new magnetic filter system that I got down by the river, but as you saw, the skies opened up and it started raining quite hard, and I just couldn't do it down there. So I figured it'd be a lot easier and better if I showed you here in my little workbench, and I can take you through this Freewell system. About a year ago, I've gone through a bunch of different variable ND filters. This was my latest one. This was a cheaper one that I bought, and it's just not very good. It now, the glass rotates in here, it rattles, it's crappy. And I guess that's what you get for buying something that's really cheap. It ends up breaking on you, and then you got to get a new one pretty quickly. Anyway, so the people at Freewell filter system reached out to me and said, do you want to try this filter system out? And I said, yeah, for sure. Would love to try it out. And I actually get a lot of requests to review a lot of gear that I don't do. I don't review just anything here because I don't want to waste your time and my time. The only way that I will review something is that if I'll actually use it out in the field, and if I think my viewers can use it out in the field. I've seen a couple different things on YouTube about these magnetic filter systems, so I was excited to get this magnetic filter system in and try it out. Now, when I got it, it comes in this great little Freewell box here, this leather strap, and it comes with 4 different filters. And I'll show you what these here, what they look like now. So inside this little case, this great little pouch, which I actually really like because it's got a little clip on it as well that I clip to my tripod so I can work right out of the filter box if I want to change anything. So you can see there is 6 pieces that come with this system. First, you have the actual filter mount that screws into your lens. I'm using a 67mm because that's what most of my lenses are that I'll be using this with. And I'm using this both on my Hasselblad on the lenses, and I'm using it for video as well. I'm using it to film myself. And what you get is this filter ring, and it's CNC. All of this is CNC aluminum. It is built really well. That's the first thing that you notice is really how well this filter system is built. It's very solid, very sturdy. The glass looks really good. And then it comes with two bases. It comes with a VND base, and it comes with a mist base as well. And then from there, you have a 2.5 stop CPL filter, and then you have a 6 to 9 stop variable ND CPL filter that goes on top, and it's all magnetic. So taking this stuff in and out, or off and on, I should say, is really quick. It also has this great magnetic filter hood, which I use all the time when I put it in my camera bag when I'm traveling, so I know that the filters won't get scratched up. Now, to use this filter system, what you do is you screw in the magnetic base, and that just screws right onto your lens here like that. And then you pick which one you're going to use, whether you're going to use the mist base or the variable ND base, which I'm using the variable ND base, and that just goes right in there like that. It's very slick. And from there, it just goes on like that. It's a magnetic base that it goes on, and from there you can just dial in your filter settings, either from 6 stops all the way to 9 stops. One of the things about all of these filters that I found in the past is you sometimes get, especially from the cheaper filters, you get a color cast, or part of the photograph is a little darker the top than the other part. And I have found with these filters, they are very consistent. The color is extremely consistent across the board, both in video and in stills. One of the things that it has is kind of a red front. And I wasn't sure about that because I don't like a lot of big colors kind of popping off the lens and flashy things. But I ended up actually really liking this, because when you're going to use it, you can distinguish the line of where the base is to your filters really well. And that's probably why they did it, so you can pull it off. So I really like that red base that shows you there, and then you can pull these filters on and off. The other thing that you can do is you can stack filters too. You can stack both of these ND filters in place, and then you can even get more of a reduced amount of light for longer exposures. And of course, when you want longer exposures, like this photograph that I shot to blur the water flowing, and this is a great effect on it. And of course, these polarizers cuts down on the glare. It gives you a lot nicer skies and landscapes. Anyway, I like this filter system so much. I have one set. One set I'm going to keep for my Hasselblad, and I'm getting another set that I can use for my video camera, because using them on the video camera works really well for controlling the light. I don't like those big apertures, f11, f16, because if you have dust on your sensor, then that comes through. I shoot all of my YouTube videos at about f5.6. The background goes out of focus a little nicely. It has a little bit more of a filmic look to it. So I'm going to get another set of these filters for my YouTube channel and for my video camera as well. These are made really well, and I think they are going to last a long time. So just so you know, full disclosure, they did send me this set. I am buying with my own money another set, and I'm actually going to buy a set of their filters for my little DJI drone too. I have no affiliation with the company whatsoever, but it was great to do a review. I really like these. I think they are built really well. I think they work really well. Sorry we got rained out on this episode. I planned to shoot a lot more this day, but the weather was just kind of crazy. I am gonna go back and revisit that place. Thanks for coming along. I hope you enjoyed this show. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, let me know what you think. I will always try to answer your questions if I'm around. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Cheers.